Very good morning, children. In this video, we are going to read another chapter from your book, A Gift of Chappals, written by Basanta Surya. Yes, children, you heard it right. The title of this chapter is A Gift of Chappals. Now, children, you must be wondering that can chappal be a gift for somebody? So basically, yes, a gift can be anything for anybody as per his or her needs. If somebody is in need of a chappal, then if you will give him a chappal, so definitely it will be a gift for him or her. So yes, gift can be in the form of chappal as well. Now, children, till now, right from your childhood, you have heard a lot of stories, and almost all the stories tells us a moral. So this chapter, A Gift of Chappals, also tells us a moral, that is, children's mind are much simpler than those of grown-ups. Grown-ups means the elder people. So the mind of the children are very simple. They don't think a lot of things, a lot of problems in their life, right? And the elders are just opposite to the children. They care about a lot of things, but children don't care about anything. They just act. Now in this chapter you will meet with several characters. They are Mridu. The very first girl is Mridu. Then she lives in Chennai with her, she lives in Madras actually, which is now called Chennai, with her Tapi. Tapi is her grandmother, and Tata is her grandfather. So children, the other characters are Ravi, Meena, Lalli. They are the cousin, you can say the cousin of Mridu. And then we have Rukumani, who is aunt of Mridu, and MP Punnai. Now this name MP Punnai is a suspense for you. Let us read the chapter to find out whose name is MP Punnai. So children, let us begin our story. One day what happens, one afternoon actually, Mridu went to her aunt Rukumani's house. So this is the house of Rukumani. So Mridu goes there, and she had gone there to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi and Meena. So when she arrived there, Ravi dragged her to the backyard. He wanted to take her towards the backyard, means towards the back side of the house. And what happens? She says that wait, let me take off my slippers first. And then when she was opening her slippers, just outside the door, she finds a black color of slipper. The slipper was not in a good condition. It was very dusty. There was a lot of dust on it. See, this slipper has a lot of footprints. The marks of the fingers of foot is present there, and it had a lot of dust on the slipper. So finally Ravi takes Mridu to the backyard, and what was there? There inside a torn football lay a very small kitten who was drinking milk in the coconut shell. See, this is the coconut shell, and this kitten was in a half football shaped thing. She was sitting in that football shaped thing, and she was drinking milk. Now Meena said that they had found the creature outside the gate that morning, but they had kept the kitten a secret from the other house members, because if they would have known about it, they would have certainly throw it out of their house. So that is why they were keeping it a secret. He said he was fearing, Ravi had fear that if Pati is her grandmother, so if Pati would go away and if she knows about the cat in the house, Ravi had succeeded by tact in getting a little milk for the kitten. Now, what Ravi does? Because the cat was very hungry, that is why Ravi takes a glass of milk for the cat. But his grandmother looks at him, his grandmother catches him. Then he had to drink half of the milk, more than half of the milk, and the rest of the milk he had taken away for the kitten. So finally some part of the milk was given to the kitten also. Now the name of the kitten, children had named the kitten as Mahendra Varma Pallava Punai. So MPP, MP Punnai. As I told you in the very beginning of the story, who is MP Punnai? MP Punnai is the name of the cat. So Mridu and all becomes very happy that this cat has been named MP Punnai, or in short you can say Mahendra Varma, Mahendran in short. So they become very happy that this name was not the name as we keep of the others cat as Kitty, Mickey, these kind of names were not there. It was a rather real name. So they were very happy. So that time what happens? Ravi said that it was a fine breed cat. The cat was of a very good quality. So Ravi gives a very detailed account of the cat family and its relatives. He said that the cat was the descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. Then what happens? Meena and Mridu laughs after listening at his story. So after some time what happens? There starts coming some noise from the house. The creech kind of noise was coming. So the cat was very frightened. The cat became very scared to hear that voice and he ran away from that place. See, everybody is being irritated by that sound and the cat had ran away from the place. And what was that sound? Actually Lalli. See in the picture, this girl is Lalli. Lalli was learning to play the violin. But she was not able to play it well. That is why it was sounding like this noise was coming out of Lalli. Okay, out of Lalli, who was learning to play the violin. Although the music teacher of Lalli was trying his best to make her learn how to play the violin very well. So Mridu and others, Mridu, Ravi and others went to the window, and what they saw? They saw that Lalli was sitting with her violin in her hand, and in front of her there was her teacher. So how the teacher looked? He had a bald head, there was very less hair on his head, and he was wearing a gold chain around his neck, and he had also wore a diamond ring on his hand. So at that very time, you can say the proper picture of the music teacher, how he was looking. He was playing the violin very beautifully, but Lalli was not able to play it in that manner. At the same time, what happens, children? A beggar comes at the gate, and the mother of Ravi tells him to send the beggar out of that place. So she was that time chatting with Tapi. See, all of them are chatting here. So that time they were chatting, and that is why they were irritated by the voice of the beggar. So when the beggar arrived there, he started demanding for things to eat. He started demanding for money or food, you can say. So all of them becomes very much irritated by the voice of the beggar. So she complained that he was coming there every day. Who complained it? The mother of Ravi. The mother of Ravi says that this beggar comes every day, and every day we cannot give him everything or anything to eat or money to give. We don't have that much money and that much food. So send him away from there. It has become his regular habit. So the beggar had already come in the garden of Ravi, and after coming there he had sat up and he had taken a very deep breath because the beggar was very much tired. and he tells that he would go away after taking some rest. That is why he opens his upper cloth and he lies down under the tree. Now what happens? The beggar was relaxing for some time, he was taking some rest. At the same time, what happens? The children, all the three children arrived there, and they tell the beggar that you will have to leave from here, you cannot take a rest here. But what happens? The beggar says that please have sympathy for me, please have some kindness towards me, because I have become very tired, I don't have food to eat, also I have walked in such a hard sun, the sun was so hard that my legs has got a lot of blisters. Blisters means chale. So as you can see, there are a lot of blisters in the leg of the beggar. So he says that there are a lot of blisters in my leg, that is why I cannot go out on the road and I cannot walk any more. So all the children becomes very sad, they become very upset after looking at the blisters of the beggar. They becomes very much sympathetic towards me. Now Mridu asked Meena and Ravi if they had an old pair of slippers in the house, because she wanted to gift it to the beggar. Now Ravi went to search the slippers, and Mridu noticed a pair of slippers in the veranda. See, Mridu is standing here and she is indicating towards the pair of slippers. Now Ravi becomes very happy. He picks the slippers from there, and these slippers were very shabby looking. They were looking very dirty, but they were hard, at least means they can provide a proper support to the legs of somebody. So he gave it, they take the slippers in their hand and went towards the beggar. They gave it to the beggar to wear and asked him that you don't come here, you don't have to come here again. So getting the slippers, the beggar becomes very happy. He takes the slippers and he gives a lot of blessings to the children, and he went away from there very happily. Now when the music teacher comes out of the house, he starts searching for his slipper, because the slipper that they had given to the beggar belonged to the music teacher only. So music teacher starts searching here and there. He also asks Lalli where she has seen the slippers or not. So Lalli and the music teacher start searching it here and there, in the veranda, in the garden also. Now finally what happens? He said his slippers were brand new and expensive also. The music teacher says that his slippers were brand new, it was new and it was very expensive. He had taken it in a lot of money, he had to pay a lot of money to buy it. So that is why he was very much afraid about his slippers, he was very much worried about his slippers. So he starts searching here and there, but he does not get it. Finally Rukumani came there with Pati. See, here Rukumani is standing and Pati is also. So she rightly guessed that it was the mischief played by the children. Now Rukumani realizes that this mischief means badmashi, shaitani, was certainly done by the children only. So she became upset and she became very angry also. As you can see, Rukumani is very much angry. She went indoors and brought Gopu Mama's new slippers. Now Gopu Mama is another character in this chapter. Who is the Gopu Mama? Is the maternal uncle of all the children. So she brings the pair of new slippers which belong to Gopu Mama and gave it to the music teacher, and she also asks him for apology. Means she says that please forgive me, this mistake was done by the children. So the music teacher eyes lit up with joy because he was very happy to get the new pair of slippers. His slipper was very much dirty, it was very much dusty, it was not in a good condition. But this slipper that he is getting right now is a new one, it is a new pair of slippers. That is why the music teacher becomes very much happy after getting a new pair of slippers. So that is why finally what happens, the music teacher puts them on and he tells the children, naughty monkeys, means the children are naughty like monkeys. But the mother becomes very angry. He was not happy that the music teacher has called her children as a monkey. Now what happens, children? She went inside the house. Rukomani goes inside the house and she thanked God that Gopu Mama's chappal were there, because Gopu Mama, when he used to go to work, he did not used to wear slippers. So he was thanking God that thank God at least that pair of slipper was available at home. That is why she was able to give it to the beggar. So she becomes very happy, but finally she laughed to think how much upset would be he on his return. He means Gopu Mama. When Gopu Mama will return from his work, he will become very much upset after finding that his slipper has been given to the music teacher. So she starts suddenly laughing and she thinks that all the blame, means although the mistake was done by the children, but she thinks that the blame she will take on herself. She will say that all the mistakes, means by mistake she had given the slipper to the children, or by mistake she had given the slipper to the beggar, and that is why she had to give his new pair of slippers to the music teacher. So children, in this chapter you will find that we are generally taught by our elders that we have to take care of animals. We should be loving towards the animals. We should be kind hearted towards the animals. But in this chapter, you will find that when the kitten, the small cat, was in the house of Ravi, although it was in the garden of Ravi, in the back side of his house, but the mother and the grandmother did not like it. They always say that we should be kind towards animals, but they did not like a kitten to be in their house. They think it inauspicious. Inauspicious means ashubh. They don't call it a good thing. So many a time it happens that what elders teach him, they themselves are not on that way. They don't do that thing properly. So definitely the children that I told you, the lesson that I told you in the very beginning of the story, that the mind of the children are very simple. They don't think a lot of things about anything. They just act whatever they think it is right. They just do that thing without much consideration. So children, I hope you have understood the summary of this story. Thank you.